We're back, and this was taken yesterday at the detention room visitor center. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant Maya Fey during his visit.
Maya Fey? But this is a totally different person!
She looks this way because she's obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Her boobs are bigger than her head.
It's unbelievable that she can...
Once again, Judge, did you see the 8-year-old just transform in front of you?
No.
However, it is true. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person that she's calling. I wonder if she knows what she's doing. Mamiya! Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. That picture can't be submitted as evidence.
Oh.
Who took it? How did we notice? Obviously, the picture is illegal. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. Why is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image is now been forever burned into the judge's mind. He's looking at it right now, see? I don't believe even a single witty I don't even have a single witty line. It looks like we've been had.
I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fey?
If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say the wrong thing, it'll cost me.
Uh-oh.
Is there any way that the person in this picture is not Maya? I can
Prove it.
I can prove it. Your Honor?
Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see.
Thank you for noticing.
Look at this photograph. Within this picture lies the critical contradiction in the testimony up until now.
A contradiction?
So, you think you have spotted the problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is wrong with this quote to the picture? Okay.
I was going to point to the bullet hole.
Yeah.
That would be... We don't even know what sleeve it is, do
Wait.
we? Oh, is it?
What sleeve is it?
It would be the
I think
left.
it was,
one.
Yeah, the left one.
Guys, just so that we don't have to restart, can you verify, can anybody who's played this recently snarf that you know we're on the right track? So we're just asking mainly a question of, you can't save here, guys. You can never save in the middle of something like this. Once that meter appears and starts flashing, you can't save. It's the sleeve?
Yeah. Good.
Her left sleeve? Okay.
Something that makes sense.
See, we know the answer. It's just like we don't want to know that we're like going ahead, one step ahead when in fact we should be pointing at the boobs right now or something.
Yeah. Maybe you should just try pointing at the boobs once.
Please direct your attention here!
To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it.
Exactly.
And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there. Oh, my boobies! Mine boobies! Just trying to think of another. Boobies are something Germans would say.
That is not eine Booby.
Yes, that is not eine Booby. There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well.
Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence?
You fool.
You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this.
Yeah!
All right, this should do some major damage to our argument. Don't celebrate yet.
I did.
You like to bring down the mood. You like to bring down the mood, don't you?
take a look at Miss Von Karma's face.
God damn it.
Arg! She's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Mein Titan? I was thinking, mein Bulbihauser. Or Breastkrieg.
Breastkrieg.
That's actually pretty good. Blitzkrieg? Breastkrieg? Tisk. Jumping is a gun again, I see, Your Honor. I would like to extend apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. Oct Booby Fest.
But what do you mean? And what incompetent fools?
If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have got the report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known this picture would have any value to the case.
I see.
She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew everything about the picture. The bullet hole, the picture, everything.
How can she read our mind?
But you can't prove that. Francesca Von Karma's idea of perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, I need not to worry. If you must assign a penalty, I personally make sure that the detective gets what's coming. Ooh, looks like Gumshoe's in for a fun night. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at the next salary discussion. Poor Gumshoe.
In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve.
I have to say, as much as I feel sorry for Gumshoe, he kind of did fuck up here. A bullet hole in the evidence, like...
However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none.
The judge is confused by the strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into one shot, all right? Got it! Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there's only one logistical explanation for the contradiction. The picture's a fake, the bullet hole was made later, the shooter is someone else. The defendant's sleeve and the bullet hole in it. However, this person clearly does not. There can only be one explanation. The person did not shoot Mr. Gray with... The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but the different person altogether. What? Mine and boobies?
Rubber. We've barely talked a lot of here.
Yeah, she's just...
Order! If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial.
Whoa, shit.
Whoa. Oh.
Why me? The defense's argument is in a complete mess. Dance, monkey, dance. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness! How? What the heck? Is that not a way to ask you a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the one who said I was the only the two. It was only the two of them when you entered the room. Too many W's. Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... But I swear it wasn't loud or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see, now riddle me this, Phoenix Wright. Where did this witness Spanish to? And what did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry?
Aww.
Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions.
Two.
Where did the defendant vanish to? And the second, where did this person come from?
That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix. I can't believe that even me is calling me by my full name. Oh, did she say Phoenix Wright?
Oh, I didn't notice, actually.
But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? had enough, Mr. Phoenix, right? Or do you think that we have enough with you to turn things around even now?
Yes.
To turn things around? That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix, good idea. Gotta save.
Yeah.
We have not much left. All right. Here we go. Phoenix. So, where did this intruder appear from, and where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at the situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before she broke in, a third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had not left that room somehow? Why didn't we get to come up with that?
Yeah.
If someone could prove that either one of those contradictions were true,
Mr. Wright, let's hear what you come up with.
I think that what happened before we forced our way into the chamber, the channeling chamber, is third person had entered it, Maya had left the room, or something I can't explain yet.
Third person.
Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence.
Whoa.
I have proof that there was someone else in the room. Probably the map, right? To show behind the screen.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I'm gonna present it. Right? Yeah. Please take a good look at this.
Okay.
I've already seen it. Thank you.
And what is the purpose of this item?
Don't you see, Your Honor? I don't think you can actually know what you're doing. Fuck!
I think the court's sighing at you, Mr. Wright.
What?
Oh.
Ouch! That stung. I'm gonna stop dancing for a second because this is not a roll. We are not on a roll.
Maybe it's.
Your Honor, I'd like to present some evidence.
Could it be the bullet hole? And then that would line up with the other bullet hole?
You think, like, just say, like,
Yeah.
Look at the pictures again.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
we're saying we want to prove. How do I make... Okay, I have proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. Key? Yeah, because the key would say that the room is locked. Even though this has already been brought up in court, I can show the key and say it was locked. There's no way that there could be someone who wasn't Maya in there unless they were in there before they... This is what I should present.
Okay.
Okay.
Take that! Please take a look at this.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I don't think that's it.
Ugh.
Uh-oh. That's enough! The court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. There's no more time to decide the case against the defendant. The case is extremely clear. No room for misinterpretation of the facts. We've heard this before when we fail. Alright. Do we have to watch it? We do. Ouch.
Ouch.
That hurts.
Harsh.
That's no problem, guys. Derps are meant to be derps. That was a good derp. Like, that key, you would have thought, would be like, I present the key saying that there had to be a third person in there because, during the murder, because then otherwise...
We can present profiles, right? And Pearl had the key.
Rubble.
So...
What?
Let's just get back in there.
Okay.
Alright, where did she disappear to?
Where did the intruder appear from? Where did she...
I need to look at the situation from a different angle. Highlighted. Let's see. What if we broke in? It must be the other picture then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Third person had entered it. Okay, Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I have the proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place from a different angle. Oh, fuck.
What does it say in Pearl's profile?
Oh,
Like, could it be something like that?
we could say the screen because
we could say
somebody
the
could hide behind the screen. Even though that's stupid
Yeah,
that you can't
was
present the map
Yeah.
in that case. Please take a good look at this. No. Okay. God damn it! What the fuck?
Maybe it's not a third person.
What were the other options? A third person was in there.
Mia left the room.
Maya had left.
Maya left
She
the
hadn't
room.
left the room.
No.
There's no way she left the room.
It's none of those three, for sure. Oh,
Oh,
is there anything in here? Side room, channeling chamber.
Nah.
What's that section in the middle? Just
maybe we
outside.
can.
I feel like we've submitted anything that
Yeah.
would make sense for this.
Fuck it. I have to go through all this. I can't even like load from here. Yeah, I have to go through everything. Which is annoying. So what, another thing? Like another option instead of 3 people?
Yeah, let's see what the options are again.
It can't be something I can't explain right now. That was one of the options.
Yeah.
Something I can't explain
Would
right
that-
now. That'd be
So
stupid.
would that somehow give us another day to investigate or something?
Oh. That would be
Oh.
stupid. As a player, why would you ever come to
Yeah.
that conclusion?
Yeah.
From a different angle. If I could prove that either of those conditions were true. I think what happened before we forced our way into the chant.
Maya had left the room,
Nice.
or
I'm sorry, but I simply can't. You see? And the reason is quite simple. Because there's no explanation. That's why.
As I thought, another big waste of this court's time.
Phoenix, you can't just give up like that. But Mia! Rethink things one more time. There's got to be an explanation. I am already oh fuck, I lost that accent. So, of course, my conclusions are also perfect. Alright, right? Calm down and let's try this one more time. Fuck!
All right.
Alright, so we have the middle one then.
Yeah.
Maybe? There's no proof that she left. There's no way we can prove that she left the room. That's not even a part of our. There's no way she left the room!
I
She
don't-
was in there at the end. She didn't leave the room.
Yeah.
God, and we already presented the key. Because it says on the key that Pearl gave it to us. So,
Yeah.
like, that could be some roundabout way, but we've
Yeah.
already presented it, and that doesn't work.
Angle, geometry, meter, Foot Clan. The murder was Shredder.
Maya had left the room. But who would have been doing it? Who would have been doing... What? Pearl is super strong. Remember? She's, like, better than anybody else. Oh, but was she outside with us?
What are you talking about?
Maybe that was Pearl.
Pearl was.
Yeah. I thought that might be too.
Okay, so what does that have to do with what we're doing right now, though?
Yeah.
Say
We're trying to prove.
maybe it's a third person and
Okay.
say
And then do what?
Go into Pearl's profile, present Pearl's profile.
How does that prove she was in there? Just by saying that maybe it was Pearl.
I don't know.
It doesn't prove it. Maya hadn't left the room. It can't be that. It has to be a third person had entered it.
It doesn't say anything in Pearl's profile about her having access to the key or anything, right?
No, they don't do that. Yeah, and why would you want to implicate Pearl in the murder? I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... If I choose this, will it set me back on the right course? Defense can prove this, that she left... Oh, how foolish fool makes a foolish face while he's dreaming foolishly full dreams. Maya was being looked after by her aunt Morgan Fay. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than the detective's salary.
Aww.
Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that the murder at the time of the arrest was the defendant had left the room.
Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest, that the defendant had left the room.
Well...
I can't prove that.
We're derping the key now.
Are you kidding me? Because... Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from inside with that. The defendant locked herself... Defendant herself locked the door? Yeah, that's why we couldn't get in the door. That key's the only one of a kind after all.
Oh, one of a kind, you say?
Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Yes? I'm afraid to ask, but... Why is that key currently in your possession? We're gonna have another piece of evidence entered into the court record based on the defense's word.
Yeah.
Huh? What do you mean?
If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her.
Yes, agreed.
However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. You'll have to take my word on it. Ah, well, ain't that a kick? So how come you holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. The little girl who's standing next to me right now. Oh, fuck. Please show us this little girl that you speak of. Well, she used to not have these boobs. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. You'll have to take my word on it.
Bravo.
I'm not just a defense attorney, I'm also a witness. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No!
Bravo.
Or, like Becky said, the little girl came into the room and took the key and left. Or something, or was in the room, took the key. I don't know, fucking...
It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murder. However, this person, the defendant, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma.
How can this be?
At this point in time, a verdict of the defendant is not possible.
My perfect kiss. How is that far in my perfect kiss? Don't think you have one yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict.
That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Wow.
Huh.
Let's think, like, so she was supposed to have, we just, can you guys easy on the save? Easy on the saves. I'll save when I save. Don't worry about it. We just submitted that Maya left the room because the key was found outside the room. How the hell could she have left the room?
Weren't we all standing right there?
I don't know.
We busted in. We saw her, even though that was apparently not her. So if that wasn't her, okay, it could. Maybe it wasn't her. Maybe it was. If it was somebody else, it had to be Pearl.
Yeah.
She's the only one who can be
'Cause
transformed,
wouldn't the
right?
old lady... She was with us, right?
Huh?
The
The
old
old lady?
lady? Like her aunt.
Yeah, she was with
Pearl's
every.
mom.
We were all in the lobby.
Yeah.
But Pearl wasn't.
Oh yeah, you would
was
think
she?
that she could transform too, but
Yeah.
yes, she was with us, so
Yeah.
she wasn't the one transformed. It had to be Pearl, unless there's a third party, like somebody else at the
That we
at the
haven't been
academy that we haven't
introduced
met
to,
yet.
yeah.
That would also be very Phoenix Wright to like
Introduce.
introduce another character. But the point is, we busted in, and nobody left at that time. Then we left. And Misty stayed in there, and then when we came back in, Maya was definitely there then. She was, like, upset and admitting
It
to
wasn't
murder.
Misty.
Misty Faye.
No, Misty Faye's her mom.
Oh, Morgan, I mean.
Morgan.
Morgan Faye busted in and said she severed the spirit. I'm gonna, like, say right here, Morgan stinks like a fucking rotten fish. Like, there's something going on there.
Yeah, for sure.
She seems suspicious. And... so she went in and did something, probably tampered with the crime scene in some way. Something has to be going on with that, thing, not having a bullet hole in it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't hear a gunshot, so it's not like she could have done that, right?
Yeah.
So Pearl had to have been involved. If
Yeah.
there's somebody in
makes
that photo who looks like another person, and it's not Maya,
And Pearl had the key.
if it is Maya, wearing it, well, it also could be Maya. It could be Maya wearing a different outfit.
It's so stupid because we got in to get the key. Or we got in. We busted in.
Yeah.
Then the door was shut. They did some little secret things and opened the door. The key could have been like
That's
anywhere
the thing, too.
at that time.
That's the thing. Like, Morgan could have gone in, taken the key, came out, as she did. She did come out. And then when the cops got there, she just went and gave it to Pearl.
Yeah.
What we've done is proven nothing. And why didn't Francesca von Karma say, objection, the key could have gotten out of the room at any point? These are detectives that miss bullet holes in critical evidence.
Yeah.
How could they have not missed a key? And how can we take this lawyer's word that he even found it? Why didn't Francesca von Karma say, objection, I say that the defense lawyer, who was the first one to enter the room, grabbed the key
Yeah.
at that moment?
Yeah.
How can she not defend that? Like, I have tampered.
Yeah.
Like, I am in conflict of huge conflict of
Yes.
interest in this
Yeah.
murder investigation.
Yeah.
She could have easily thrown that in my face.
You should not have accepted this case.
We shouldn't. Yeah, she
This
should.
is
yeah.
Yeah.
this is not something a lawyer should do.
Yeah. It's the well. I don't. The thing is, out of all, despite all this nitpicking, I still love this series.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. This is the other thing about when we nitpick like this. People assume that we're like just bashing the fucking game like crazy. Like,
It's just because you have to.
we're just a little annoyed because you want it to be a little bit more intuitive. It's an amazing game regardless, though.
I still totally, totally love it.
All right. Of course. We'll break here and we'll come back with the courtroom, the lobby scene.